Good evening and welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be about the Silverado, and yes, it is a Silverado. So, from the past couple videos and a lot of other things I've been doing, this truck has been primered, and, I had some questions like, hey, what are you gonna... Oh, there's a deer going down there. Got distracted, sorry about that. So, it's like, hey, well, what exactly did you do? So, what exactly I did was I painted it myself. And I wanted to cover a couple things with this as, is it really worth it to paint your own vehicle? Now, I know a few questions arose of, well, what'd you paint it with? And that answer would be spray cans. I rattle canned it. And really, from a distance, it doesn't look all that bad. Now, I know you might be wondering, why does this gas cap have, or the gas door? Well, I made that when I was like 7 for a Suburban. It never got put on there, so it's on there now. It's on this. So, the issue that I came across was the paint that I used, and it could be it could be a combination of different things, but the paint that I used was, well, you'd paint it and it wouldn't layer right. It would just be a whole bunch of wacky. And really what I want to say is that if you do plan on spray painting your vehicle, you might want to think twice. I mean, the good news was that it's cheap, and I can tell you people that if you don't want to risk anything, don't do it. As we can see up here, this paint came out a little bit different than what it was over here and down the rest of the side of the box. Why? I'm not sure. I mean, as I said, it could be the paint that I was using, but it didn't come out right. And the prep work, this was all primered. It was all wet sanded with 600 grit sandpaper. All that. But it still just didn't come out perfect. And I know some people are thinking, it's a rattle can, it's not supposed to be perfect. Well, a lot of people that consider rattle canning their vehicles expect it to be pretty good and don't expect it to be all terrible. Right through here, though, there is some coverage where, yep, see? That was underlying, and it didn't really cover it very good. Which again could have been the paint that I was using, but I was in enclosed shop that was away from the element. It was out of the elements. This was primered before. I sanded it down before. I didn't sand right. I didn't sand back and forth there. I promise. And the other issue was, even though I had like spotlights on it to make sure I was getting it even, I don't know if you can tell. Well, maybe you can a little bit, but there's some spots through here, yep, like right there and right there and right there, where it's pinker. And obviously it's not supposed to be pink. Right here, didn't really cover a little bit of a darker underlying that was right there. I need to polish those up. I do have a grill in it, which made up for a little bit. And what I did was I took off all the front pieces and covered the lights, covered the light bar. But I left these sitting upside down in the back of the truck, and obviously they got oversprayed a little bit, and I need to clean them out and kind of rub them because, well, partially that isn't quite legal, and, yeah. In other places, like right here, I would be a little bit light, and I'd just, mist it once more, and it would turn out looking like that. Not perfect. Over here, here's a light spot, another light spot. I did not primer the truck. The person that had it before me did. So, and I taped this off, but there's a little bit of tape mark right there and such. Not that big of a deal, but still annoying. So on. Taping around the door handles. I still have a little bit of tape right there, actually. missed places like that. So my word of advice for people, that if you think that you want to paint your vehicle yourself, just think it might not go very good. Over here, yeah, you can't really see that on the camera. But, you know, and the other thing is that it doesn't really hold up good against scratches. I mean, look, there's a scratch right there. Honestly, I have no idea what brushed down the side of this, but it left quite a few scratches like that. See? It goes through here. Oh, I just lost it. Yep, right through here, down and across. I have no idea what went across it, but that's what happened. So, you know, as I said before, you get what you pay for pretty much, but you also get the work you put into it, you get out. And had great prep work and everything, but it just didn't turn out very good. This tailgate also is a little bit, yeah, you can see it there. The mismatched, like, layered colors. So my word of advice, my final word is, if you have that little bit extra money, or you have one of your friends that can paint or do it, let them. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it, because now what I can do is I can either sand it all down and redo it, or I can live with it for a while until I can pay someone to do it. But I don't really want to pay someone to do it, because just like the other DIYers out there on the internet, on YouTube, Chris Fix, Sam Crack, you know, they do it themselves and they learn from their mistakes. Obviously, well, first mistake was rattle-can, but the second mistake was me not knowing exactly how to paint it. You know, that was partially also my fault. But then again, I do have some prior painting experience. That's just dirt. I won't rub it because it'll scratch the tar out of my paint. And on the hood was another place. This side turned out pretty good. This side, well, not so much. So, thank you everyone for watching. You know, if you're on the fence about it or anything, just decide for yourself. However, I will note, all the paint together was only about $80. And the time that put into it is about 6 hours. That's a rough estimate. I'm thinking it's actually probably a little bit more. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell down below so that you'll be notified when I upload in the future. And lastly, remember to smoke tires, not plants, as drugs are bad. That'll be it. Have a great night, everybody.